Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I am Gerry, joined today by Max and Terry. Guys, Derby weekend approacheth. It's going to be kind of a weird one for me, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'm running a 5K on Saturday, and then the game is on Sunday, which is great timing, by the way. Because imagine if it was on Saturday and I was having to run a 5K and immediately turn around and watch a damn derby. I couldn't do that, I don't think. It would be kind of tough.
No, imagine the pain that you're going to be in, and then add that to the fact we're probably going to get stuffed 4-0 or something. Like, that'll hurt, Gerry. Think that one through me.
I'm not sure if we're going to have the same optimism that Max is bringing throughout this entire show, but we'll see. So, Derby match preview. Currently, the Shite are second in the league, 33 points. They're 10-3, and they haven't lost a game in the league. They did this week lose to PSG 2-1, and the only goal they got was a penalty. So there's that. Before that, they beat Watford 3-0, beat Fulham 2-0, and lost to Red Star 2-0. I normally only go 3 games back, but sorry, losing to Red Star needs to be mentioned. Just saying. As we know, guys, Henderson is banned for this one, which some will argue is a bad thing for us. Terry, let's get us started off. How do you see this going? And then we'll give Max a turn, and then I'll talk about the possible starters for them. Talk about their form right now.
It's a difficult one, really, because they've been winning a lot. Like they're still obviously undefeated this season. They've won a lot of games, but they're not playing at their best. Like they were sort of better last season when they were just absolutely blowing every team they played away. Whereas they're sort of like grinding the results out at the minute. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not struggling in many of the games because they're not really, apart from Man City earlier in the season, they're not really coming up against the best of the best just yet. And when they did, they played Arsenal, and that was the one they came the closest to losing in, because Arsenal were all over them in that game. But they've been going about it with a quiet efficiency, so they're winning matches and playing and getting all good results, and they're well up there in the title race, but they're not playing at the level that they're capable of. So it's difficult to know what to expect when you're playing them. They make no mistake, they are a very good team. They are a very good team anyway, and they're a very good big game team. They've got a lot of big game players. We know this more than anyone. So you don't know whether we're going to turn up, and the team that usually turns up against Everton is going to be this. No nerves, well up for the game, and just Everton have already beaten themselves in their own mind before they take to the pitch. Or the team that turned up against Paris Saint-Germain in the week, who just didn't look themselves. They looked disjointed. They've been really good defensively this season. They didn't look it on Wednesday. So you don't know. It's knowing what to expect. I mean, they've got a lot of good players. They've got some real players who can hit you, and they're probably now, at this point, a 90-point team in the league, which is unfortunate for them because now there's also a 100-point team in the league in Man City. But forget for a second that there are local rivals. If we were going into this game against a team from the other end of the country who played in all white instead of all red, we'd be going into this game going, this is going to be a really difficult game because there's such a good team. If you take the emotion of the derby out of it, this is going to be a tough one. This is probably going to be our toughest game so far this season, even if they are not at their best, because credit where it's due, the team's really strong. I just hope we get a sort of this lesser version of Liverpool, which, if you can call it such a thing, than we get the normal all guns blazing big game Liverpool, because we've got a bit of punching power ourselves. We can hurt teams, but not many. In fact, there's only really one team in the league who can really hang with Liverpool when they're at their best, and we're not that team, unfortunately.
Max, what do you got?
I certainly think the game is going to be more competitive than it has been in recent years. I mean, we're sixth this time round. We're looking half decent. We're not going into this game as a battered down underdog. We're in a groove of good form, and obviously it's the Anfield hoodoo that we've got to contend with, isn't it? And Terry made a great point earlier in the week where he said, this Everton team that'll be playing them on the weekend, a lot of them haven't played Liverpool before, and although we probably said that the season before, fingers crossed this is the time where they managed to string it together. But in regards to Liverpool, I think you look at them from last season to this season, they fixed their areas of weakness. No problems about it. They brought in Alisson, they brought in Van Dijk. They fixed the goalkeeper, fixed the defence. They've kept a lot of clean sheets in the league so far this season. Jurgen's mighty Reds haven't turned up away from home in the Champions League, and hopefully that bodes well for us coming into this weekend. Obviously, as Terry said as well, that performance against PSG wasn't Liverpool at the sparkling best. But I hope we can give them a good game. And as I say, it's this inferiority complex that we've got to contend with. That if we get a goal, we can't wet the bed. We've got to be strong and puff our chests out and try and play.
Rivalries are a weird thing. All right. The best teams treat every game as though it's its own thing. Every game is important. And when you focus on that, you end up being a consistent club. You end up having consistent effort. You go there, you execute your game plan. I've been on the end of rivalries where your team gets so excited and puts so much on a game that it makes you emotionally vulnerable. You put so much into it that the minute things don't go your way, it comes crashing down. And it's then again, I've been on the end of a rivalry where we had no business competing against a team, and because we put so much on it, we were able to perform outside of ourselves. Okay, and we actually, my high school soccer team was not very good, and we were playing a nationally ranked team. We should have been beaten, but somehow we beat them. Luck, but hard work, circumstances, being tough up in your brain. So it's a strange thing. I hear a lot of people saying, good players and experienced players in these type of moments know what's needed in a derby. But then I see other people saying, we should treat this just as 3 points. This is a game. This is like any other game. Go into it and treat it like it's 3 points.
No, it's not.
I'm vexed because I feel like a rivalry, the emotional charge that comes with that, it's hard to say it's just like Max, exactly where you're going with that. We
haven't picked up 3 points against them since 2010. So I don't know how you could look at this game as just 3 points, considering we haven't beat them in God knows how long. But it's going to be a tight pitch. Obviously, that's a big thing about Anfield that often goes unsaid. Really, it's very chaotic. When you watch, and that may bode well for the likes of Bernard, Richarlison, Gomez, those players with that tight control and the ability to stay calm, which juxtaposes some of the players that we've had in the past. As you say, some of them might get emotionally carried away and just might get a bit too heavy on the shoulders, whereas these players that we've got now, they're like we're in 6th position. We expect to see our team higher than that, but they look comfortable where they are. They don't seem like they're overachieving by any stretch. And hopefully, you're going by the last away results against the big 6. The Arsenal game, we didn't even have our strongest 11 out. The United game, we were cheated, and the Chelsea game, we got a point, good performance, and maybe this is the one where we chalk 3.
So, I wanted to clarify something. And do you think it would actually help if we were to somehow, because we have all these new players. We talked about this before. You guys mentioned it in previous recording about how a lot of these new players have never played Liverpool before. Mm. And their ability to be able to kind of not be aware of the past, not be aware of the expectations, the pressing need to beat Liverpool. They can just come in and say, yeah, it's a big game, but it's just like another big game. Would it help us to kind of have more players like that, to kind of shed that other mentality, Terry?
Well, Max said it before. I touched on it earlier in the week. Just what he said before. It'll never be just another game. It can't. No football player in world football would treat a derby like just another game. They can't. They all do. Even Liverpool, even though they win all the ones against us these days, they won't go into it. This is just another game, because they know this is going to be different. This is going to be more physical. This is going to be more hotly contested. The difference, hopefully, this year, because we've said things like this in the past, where we had all these X factors that, like, well, now we're in good form and they're not, or now we've got this and they haven't, and it didn't on the day. It didn't bear out. But now, it's hopefully, if you look at our recent first 11, there's a lot of players in there, and it's not just they've not got the stigma of losing to Liverpool all the time on them, because not even some of the players who were there last season, like Sigurdsson, Pickford, they've got the stomach for a big game, especially Pickford. You've seen what he was like at the World Cup, but it's just the mentality not to panic. The likes of Andre Gomez, the likes of Gerry, you're hoping that they can come in now and go, right, we've got the mental strength to take, to see out a big game. This is a big game. It's the fans really want it. This run we've been on for so long has gone past the point of embarrassing. It needs it. We're going to beat them eventually again, and why not now? Why? What better way could some of these new players do to just endear themselves, and this manager as well, to the supporters, to finally get that monkey off our back of not beating Liverpool at all since 2010 and not beating them at Anfield since 1999. So that's verging on 20 years soon. It's just seeing out those key moments in the games. And you've got I'd use Andre Gomez as a good example. He looks like he's got the sort of steel to go through those key moments, that he'll get the ball and he won't just like shank it out when he's under pressure. He'll pull away, and his movement's smooth. And even though we've had good players in the past, that's where they fell down. We had good players to play against Liverpool, but we treated it like it was this super game. This, like, everything rides on this, and the nerves got to them. We were beaten before we took to the pitch, and the Liverpool players knew it. The Liverpool players knew these want it too much, and it works against them. And that's what I'm hoping stops now, because last season, amongst all the mess of what went on last season, we actually saw an improved showing in the derbies. I mean, Sam Allardyce took all three of them, so it's a sort of Pyrrhic victory. But we didn't seem scared of Liverpool. We didn't do well against them. It's nothing to write home about, getting 2 draws and a cup defeat, but it wasn't the 3 and 4 goal routes that it had been recently. It had been an improvement in mentalities. Like, we're going to play them. It's a game. They're a good team. Now, that's what I hope comes in. I hope Richarlison and players like that go, no, what we're going to do, we're going to show our stuff. We're going to play our game, and they're going to play their game. And we're just going to fight each other in the middle of the ring, and we're going to see who comes out on top. Not us go there and change formation and change all the personnel around to go, right, he's good, so how do we combat him? Okay, let's play Holgate at right wing back, where he's never played before, because they've got someone really strong down the left. So just don't do any of that. It works against you. All you do is invite Liverpool on, and that's what I'm hoping Silva will just bin. It's time to forget about all that. They're a good team, but they're not an unbeatable team. Someone will beat them. Why not us?
Yeah, I've seen it mentioned, some people saying maybe we go 3 at the back, and I'm thinking, why change something? It's an over-respect, you know what I mean? That kind of makes you think, let's change our formation against a team like that. No. Let's go with our normal formation. Let's just approach this. And that's, again, it's not thinking, hey, this is a really good team, we have to change things and make sure they don't score on us. It's, no, we'll go in and we'll do our game plan because we deserve to be in this game, damn it. And that's the thing, feeling like you deserve to be there. I think a lot of times the derby almost means too much to some of the players that we've had. And that's been a problem. But you look at, some of our starters, You know, Richarlison will look and be like, so? He said, yeah, that's Liverpool. I don't care. You know, I played for Brazil. Did you know I played for Brazil? You know what I mean? Bernard has played in Champions League matches, a lot of them. And yes, he's played for Brazil as well. I mean, a lot of our players have played World Cup matches against elite opposition. The players we have lining up now, they play at elite levels. And they will look across the pitch and they'll say, they're good. They're a good team. I've played good teams before. I've been in good games before. Andre Gomez, Mina, Dean, they played for Barcelona, for God's sake. You know what I mean? They can handle it. So, yeah, I think the mentality of this one is not gonna be the way it has before. At least the mentality. They are good. I mean, if you look at, the possible starters, Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Lovren, or is Gomez injured or is he okay to play?
No, he played right back against PSG, so I think he's okay.
He could play. So I think we could either say Lovren or Gomez slotting in there beside Van Dijk. Then Robertson, Gini Wijnaldum, Milner, Shaqiri, Firmino, Mane, Salah, and you could see Naby Keita come in there. It's a talented team, and they've had a system, and they've been playing this system for a while now. Klopp has figured out how to get all of his players, all of his pieces, knowing their roles. Salah and Mane are the two danger people on the attack to me. I just don't want to include Firmino. Just because he hasn't scored a lot of goals this season, so meh. But Van Dijk on set plays as well. We have learned that's a problem for him. So stick big old Yerry Mina on there, Predictions, guys, because we have to do it. We do it every time. We have to do it. Max, you seem super excited to give your prediction.
1-0 the Blues. I'm going to be more specific. I'm going to say Luka Dean's going to score. I've got a feeling it's going to be like that Man United game under Martinez. I think it's going to be Marco Silva's version of that.
All right. Terry?
I'm going to go with 1-1. I think it'll be a really tight, really cagey game, and it'll be on as even. I think it'll be really close, and we'll both come away satisfied with the points and the strength of the game.
I always feel dumb picking us to win in big games like this, but I just want to do it. I just do, I'm going to say 2-1 Blues, and I think Yerry Mina is going to score the winner, jumping like a foot higher than everybody else, big header on a corner. I just want to see him dance at Anfield. I just want to see that.
Dance in front of the cup.
I will just take Mina staying on the pitch for the whole game. He is a walking red card. You say don't consider Firmino, you'll have to, because Firmino is trying to get that guaranteed red card off of Yerry Mina. He's been
I know.
He's been trying to suplex players every time he's been playing, and he's good at. The trauma just from previous derbies leads me to. I just feel it in my soul that Yerry Mina's going to get it. He's either going to score that last minute winner off a corner and do his dance, or he's going to get sent off for a stupid avoidable foul against one of their fast attackers.
I think he'll be okay. I feel he played for Colombia. He's played against these quick fast attackers before. I don't know. He fouled those two.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I really the Firmino thing is I don't know. For me, right now, their most dangerous players, Salah and Mane. In terms of goal scorers. And all of them are dangerous for falling down in the box. That's a thing. That is a legit thing because water is wet. The Reds win a penalty. Just saying.
Andy Robertson
That's right.
versus
Twitter cliche.
Coleman will be
What was that?
Sorry, Andy Robertson versus Seamus Coleman will be a massive part of the match, I think.
Mm.
If Coleman can get a grip of him, it's such a big deal, because that's so much of their, at the minute, not all the time, but so much of their plays coming down that left-hand side, because while some players are not hitting their best, Andy Robertson's actually playing some of his best football, so that our right-hand side and their left could be a key battleground of the whole match.
Will Walcott track back and defend, or Lookman, or whoever's playing on that side, and help out? I think you'll see Idrissa Gueye coming back to help Coleman often. That's what I've seen a lot lately. Okay? But we can talk more about that in the next segment, because that's our starting 11 segment, and that's where we actually talk about our guys. So, anything else on this Derby match preview, guys?
Coleman Everton.
Yeah.
It's got to end sometime. Why not now?
All right, so that is it for our Derby match preview. 3 points, please. Please. So, if you've been digging the videos, please subscribe. We're, hovering, we're over 1340 on the subs now. I believe that is correct. So, thanks. Slowly growing. If you want more Max, check his Twitter. Yeah, he'll update you which podcasts and videos he's showing up on. But he also shows up on the Toffee Blues website, where he provides analysis on all things Everton. And check out Terry's Twitter as well. He shows up on the Liverpool Echo fan jury, and he'll tell you when he shows up there. So, yeah. So next we're going to do a starting 11 segment, so stay tuned for that. And bye.